Guys, this is Notorious Migs back again with another video. Possibly my second video within 2 hours. Alright, well, what I'm going to be talking about is something that I haven't really focused on this channel. So it's not like footy or songs or gaming or Arsenal, which I do on AFTVAU or whatever. But what I'm going to be talking about is something that happened in the WWE very recently, and that's well-known wrestler Daniel Bryan being cleared to wrestle again. I don't know why. I mean, I just thought I'd talk about it. I've been watching WWE for years, and I seen a video on What Culture not long ago, and it was talking about 10 dream opponents. They had the likes of Lesnar, Shinsuke Nakamura, The Miz, but I had an idea that they didn't mention that. I mean, it could really easily be screwed up, but if WWE did this right, it could be something really good. And that's John Cena, whether he turns heel pre this whole thing, then has a feud, or he turns heel within the whole thing. Because it would be really interesting. I mean, it'd be kind of cool, unexpected, if they did a heel turn within this. It'd be like a little bit more catch you off guard than, say, Cena versus Undertaker, where if Cena was going to do a heel turn, it'd be a little bit less surprising. And given that, depending on John Cena marrying Nikki Bella, they're pretty much related through the Bella twins, it'd be kind of ironic. And it'd be pretty funny. Like, it could be like Cena goes heel and he's doing his rapper character and he comes out randomly and puts a few bars on Daniel Bryan, and then they feud and they could have a pay-per-view match, just them two. Or it's like Cena comes out his normal character, talks about a dream match, then spontaneously does his rapper character, something like that. Or you go with like a mixed tag match and you incorporate the Bella twins on either side and then they feud or something. There's a million different things that WWE could do, and I can't really think of anything massively concrete, but there could be a way where you could play this right and it turns out to be something pretty cool. Like, I mean, you could either find a way to make it like come out really, really clutch, or make it seem so stupid that it's comedic gold in terms of the promos, but then have a good quality wrestling match with it. So there's a lot of potential here for like a John Cena Daniel Bryan feud. Like, I mean, I just hope that WWE don't do something like that. Bring Cena's rapper character back, and then they try in him doing bars on Daniel Bryan, then Nikki tries to rap on Brie or something like that. Because I think that would be not, like, it would look stupid, but just imagine something, like, it could be really cool. And I came up with the idea given that I think it was like 2013 when they had a feud or something, then Orton cashed in Money in the Bank and won. It was good, but I mean, when you think best feuds of all time, you got Stone Cold and The Rock, Cena Orton, Cena Rock, you know, but it was a good feud, but it wasn't really memorable. You can make something that would be a bit more memorable because, you know, like, imagine, like, especially if there was a John Cena heel turn in there, because it would be, that would be remembered, like, after, I don't even know, like 15 years of Cena, and 90% of that as a face, he goes heel, you know? It could be something really cool, like, yeah, Daniel Bryan, I respect you, blah, 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 but you're not the greatest, even though people say you might be, and you're the best this and you're best that. I've won way more titles than you. I've been in longer than you. I've done this. I've done that. You know, regardless of how good technically, blah, blah, blah. Something like that, you know what I mean? You know, saying that Daniel Bryan's not the greatest, or he comes and puts a few lines in a rap and says something like that, or who knows? I think it would incorporate Cena as a heel or his rapper character or both to have this kind of work, because you're going to have fan favourite Daniel Bryan, a nice guy John Cena, and one of them is a heel, or two faces that are kind of pretty much related, feuding with each other doesn't work. And personally, I've been a John Cena fan for a while, but I've been getting really, really bored, like, of his nice guy dude. Although I find it pretty funny when he pulls out a few insults like Dolph Ziggler and AJ, or Roman Reigns needs to learn how to do a promo. He's still pretty funny sometimes, but it's like, if he can make it cool and witty again and not being like, kind of like The Rock, what The Rock was calling him in 2012, the Fruity Pebbles or whatever. But yeah, Cena needs, I think, that. He just, because he's getting boring. Well, he has been boring for years, but yeah. Like, I've been a massive Cena fan, but I'm getting bored of him. But yeah, I think there could be real potential in that. Like Daniel Bryan versus John Cena, that could be gold if they do it right. And then you incorporate the Bellatons, because they've had their feuds before too, and you could have a separate feud with them, or both of the stories intertwined. And I think you can make something more memorable with Daniel Bryan and John Cena. Make something more memorable with the Bella Twins and the stupid, like, Bree's Nikki's personal assistant, and then Bree does the mock-up AJ kiss and all of that stupid stuff. It was kind of decent but stupid. And it was pretty good as well, that feud. It wasn't bad, but make their feuds more memorable. Like, Cena heel turn, the Bellas against each other, you know what I mean? The comeback of Daniel Bryan. That is something that 5 or 10 years, when people do top feuds or something that WWE talk about, it could be something that goes in the Hall of Fame speech for him, you know? It could be really memorable. You know what I mean? I think there's potential with this feud. I mean, I think the best way to do it would be maybe start off with Cena being nice guy to Bryan, congratulating him on the return, and bringing up the prospect of them having a match as a dream match. You know what I mean? The champ is here, the face that runs the place, you know what I mean? Record WWE, blah blah blah, against one of the ultimate underdogs, blah blah blah. But then Daniel Bryan's like, yeah, whatever, and it looks cool, but, you know what I mean, you're not as good as you say you are, you're not the dream opponent, and you know what I mean, and then maybe out of that, Cena gets pissed or he turns heel or something, you know, just give us something with Cena that is different. Because ever since 2008 or 2009, when Cena would never say nothing overly bad or disrespectful and blatant and obvious, or would rap about later being a slut or one night stands with Sable, or, you know, the big show's neck fat or something like that. Cena, it's just been kind of dry. Decent moments, but dry. And having something different happen with Cena would be massive, and I think that it would be great against The Undertaker, and I think a lot of fans would be happy, but having it happen in a match against Daniel Bryan, given the pretty much family, possible Bella Twins factor, massive irony, and massive not expected fact, like more surprising, it could be really good for Cena. And it could be really good for, say, Daniel Bryan as well. You know what I mean? Memorable for the both of them. Somebody has a massive career change in terms of their character or their content and everything like that. It could work really well. But like I said, I think Cena's got to kind of turn heel gradually within the thing, and then, you know what I mean? Maybe somewhere you throw the Bellas in, maybe you don't, and you just act like there's nothing. Because WWE don't acknowledge half the real couples in the company anyway, like, yeah. So, like, I don't think they've ever acknowledged Paige and Alberto Del Rio or anything like that, but yeah, just, please, for the love of God, give us, like, not even necessarily a heel turn, but give us a bit more of a dirty, disrespectful Cena. Like his rapper character, even if he stayed face, but was just doing it, like, being a dickhead, but not saying he hates the fans or anything, just disrespecting people or whatever on camera. Like, why not? I would love to see something like that from Cena, and I think, yeah, it would be something with Daniel Bryan that is a little bit less expected again, but could come out really clutch if they do it right. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a good idea. The only thing that goes wrong is WWE creative aren't really like, I don't know if they'll see, if it's not the most obvious thing, I don't know if they'll see the opportunity. I doubt they will. And assuming they do go with this idea, I don't know that they're going to play it right. Because they screw up a lot of things, like the whole Undertaker streak thing. It's like, it was like, ending it to Brock Lesnar the way they did was like quite shit. You know? And the way they played Brock Lesnar's character after he smashes the Undertaker, he beats John Cena, that was entertaining. But then after, when it was purely he just suplexed people around, it being like, he seems very fake, and it doesn't seem as like, it just got boring after. Like, make Brock Lesnar that monster that smashes everyone and eats whatever they put in front of him, but like, you know, make it a bit less predictable in the sense where it's like, you're going to get suplexed 10 to 20 times, you're going to get 2 to 3 F5s, you might throw a couple punches, they won't hurt him, and then Lesnar will pin you, and the match is less than 20 minutes. You know, it's where you get a tough guy like Reigns in there, it gets thrown around 50 times, but he's still smiling it off. You know, make it a bit like less dry. So, like, well, long story short about Lesnar, they screwed over his character and they screwed over the Undertaker streak. So, yeah. I mean, in all honesty, come on, please, for the, like, just come up with something better. Like, please, WWE, come up with an idea like this. Stumble on this video and get the creative writing brain goblins going and come up with something. And if you do, just write it well. Like, I can't really think of the perfect one off the top of my head. But then again, I write rap songs, I don't write movie and TV film scripts. These guys are probably paid mega money to do that. So, WWE should really be able to do this. Although, no, they can't. They should be able to. So please give us something that's like under the radar but look really cool if it comes out right. And do it right. So, thank you guys for watching. I thought I'd do something different. Like if you want, comment, subscribe. If you want me to do anything different, please comment that. Give me some new material and I'm